Okay, so I'm here with Frankie Swain in Camden town today. Hi Frankie, how's it going?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. You?
We're good, thanks. Thanks for coming down to speak to Camden Town Radio today.
No worries, it's my pleasure to be here. And such nice weather as well.
It is, yes, a bit breezy, a bit breezy today, but plenty of sunshine. So.
Yeah.
Now, I believe you've travelled in from Kent today, is that right?
Yeah, from Kent. I live literally just on the outskirts of London.
All right.
So it's not far for me to get here, so it's quite a nice, easy, relaxing journey for me.
Yes. Have you been wandering around Camden Town before you've come here then?
Not before I came here. We was running just a little bit late.
Ah, right.
So, but the plan is to have a good old wander around afterwards. I've seen little bits, like little shops that I want to poke my head in.
Ah, right.
Already.
Yes, well, there's lots going on at the Camden Market just over the way there, so...
Yeah, I haven't got quite as far as that, 'cause I obviously stopped here along the way.
Yes.
So that'd be my next stop.
Ah, right. Great, yes. Okay, now I believe you had a new single that came out on the 2nd of April.
I did, yeah. Hook, Line and Sinker. It's done really well, actually, like surprisingly well. We got, I say surprisingly well, in my opinion it's a good song.
Yes.
It got playlisted by RTE1,
right.
which is Ireland's equivalent to like Radio 1.
All right.
And I was on a playlist with people like Westlife.
Yes.
And all of that, so that was a bit of a crazy one for
yes.
me. And my dad's friend messaged him the other day and said he was sitting out in Spain enjoying his holiday and he heard the song on the radio.
Oh, right.
So we've gone international.
That's good. Yes. Do you have any links with Ireland? Have you played gigs over there? Or?
To be honest, I hadn't been to Ireland before last year.
Yes.
And I went there for the first time. Essentially, a guy called Dave Brown, he was in a band called Picture House, really big in Ireland.
Yes.
And he came over to London to hear me sing.
All right.
And he obviously decided there was something worth working with.
Yes.
And I went over there and we started writing songs with Jan O'Brien as well. And yeah, it all kind of stemmed from there, and that's where Hook, Line and Sinker was created.
Ah, right.
So a little bit of an Irish connection.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's interesting, yes. And what's the story behind the single itself then?
It's kind of about when you are fully aware that you shouldn't be entertaining the idea of someone,
yes.
let alone talking to them or anything like that, but there is something about them that they've got you, essentially, hooks you in, as it were.
Yes, that makes sense, yes. Yes, and is it a song that you wrote yourself or co-wrote?
We co-wrote it, so it was a song that I had Hook, Line and Sinker, I think we're on to a winner.
Yes.
I had that idea for about 2 years.
All right.
And it was one of them songs that I was completely sure that there was something worth doing with it, but
yes.
I just couldn't get any further than that chorus. Yes. So when I went over for a writing session with Dave and Jan, I sort of showed it to them and I was like, I'm sure it can be good. Like, I'm almost positive of that. And they really helped me navigate where to take it and
yes.
create the verses and everything else around that chorus.
Okay, yes.
So it was a real relief when it was finally written and done.
Yes. All right. Great. And in terms of your general songwriting process, are you somebody who you like to write with co-writers or sometimes by yourself? What sort of...
Well, actually working with Dave and Jan was the first time I'd ever had a writing session and co-written anything.
Oh,
so
right.
It was a little bit terrifying for me going all the way to Ireland
to
do that.
Yes.
But no, I think I still write by myself.
Yeah.
And work on ideas by myself, but I definitely like co-writing. I'm sure of that now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's good to do both, really.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds, yes. Yes. And I believe that your single was mastered in LA as well.
Yeah, it was. I think the guy that mastered it's done quite a few big names, I believe.
Yes, produced and mixed by Dave and Jan with Pete Glenister.
Yeah, Pete has done... he worked with Kirsty McCall.
Yes.
For a really long time, and he did Darius and a few other big names, and so it was an absolute pleasure to work with him. And it was really nice as well because we sort of had it all roughly mixed, so we could just hear how it sounded.
Yes.
And then we sent it off to Pete, and when we got it back, it was just like it was a whole other song sort of thing. He really lifted it to a new level, and it was incredible.
Yes, I believe he's also worked with the likes of Corona And Alison Moyet as well.
Yeah, so he knows what he's doing.
Yes. Great. Now, the single Hook, Line and Sinker, is that going to be part of an album, or...?
Yeah, we're still currently writing more and more songs, so
Right.
we will hopefully be releasing an album soon. I can't say when.
No? So watch this space, it's in progress.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Now, in terms of your live gigs, I think you have a gig coming up at the 100 Club later in the month, or in July, I think.
Yeah, July the 3rd, I'll be doing a headline show at
Yes.
the 100 Club,
Oh,
so
right.
that's really exciting. There's so many
Yes.
like famous people who've played there. It's like walking through like
There
the
are.
Hall of Fame or something.
Absolutely, yes. An A to Z of rock and roll has played in the 100 Club, for sure.
Yeah, so it's a really exciting time. I can't
Yes.
wait for it.
That's great. Now, as we're here in Camden Town today, have you been gigging in Camden Town at all? Or?
I think it was last year. I did a gig at the Hawley Arms.
Oh, yes. It's just around the corner from here,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, so that was really great. Again, one of them venues where, like, Amy Winehouse so many
That's
people
right.
have played at. And
Yes.
so,
All right, must have been a good experience.
yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Yes. Okay, do you want to give us a bit of background about how you started out in music?
Well, I first started writing songs when I was about 11,
Right.
and my mum had essentially moved me out of my school.
All right, okay.
And I was not happy about that.
No.
So, all very teen dramatics.
All right, but that got you into songwriting?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
point, yeah.
It got me into songwriting. It was a bit of a weird one because no one in my family is particularly musical at
Right.
all.
All right.
And so they're not really sure where I came from.
Ah, right,
So
okay.
the thing, I just sort of appeared one day and I was like, Mum, Dad, I'm going to do music. And they was like, right, okay.
Perhaps there was a few generations ago that's
Yeah.
come back.
Well, that's what we think. We're not sure who it came from,
right,
but...
could be. Yes. I see, so you started songwriting early on and then it sort of grew from there?
Yeah. So I started songwriting and then I wanted to start a company and myself with some sort of instrument. And
Yeah.
I decided on guitar and
Yes.
it all kind of stems from then. I've sort of been
Yeah.
just working more and more on it and hopefully getting better, I assume.
Yes. Yes. So,
So-
in terms of on stage, is it usually yourself with a guitar?
Yeah. I normally play with guitar. I've just started working with a guitarist as well, so
All right.
to add another little dynamic there.
Okay.
And a keyboardist.
Right.
So we're getting ourselves a little band together, nice little
Yes.
trio going on.
I see, so you'll be able to do acoustic and electric sets.
Yeah, exactly.
So you are, so that sounds good. Great. Now, in terms of your music, where's the best place online for people to find out about your music?
I would have a look at my website, frankieswain.com.
Yeah.
I think all of the links to my social medias and everything you need to find is on there, or Spotify. I'm all over that, so.
Yes. Okay, that's great. SoundCloud as well?
Yep, SoundCloud, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you should be able to find a person.
Yes.
I'll be lurking in some sort of corner.
Right. Okay, that's great. Now, I believe you have a little bit of an academic background as well at university, is that right?
Yeah, I did commercial music performance at Canterbury Christchurch
Oh, right, yeah.
University. I went to the Broadstairs campus,
Yes.
so it was an odd one because it's kind of this tiny little sleepy village. For people who don't know where Broadstairs is, it's along
Yes.
the coast of Kent.
Oh, yes.
And it is like a real seaside town.
That's right.
And
Yes.
so it was an odd place to sort of be studying commercial music.
Yes. Yeah, although a nice place, I guess, being on the coast.
Yeah, definitely nice. I mean, pretty much every time the sun came out, we were on the beach.
Right.
Probably when we should have been doing our work, but
Okay. Did you get to do any gigs in and around the seaside towns? Because I know there's quite a lot of activity around.
yeah, I've done sort of all along that coast. I've kind of done.
Yeah.
Yeah, all different places like Folkestone, Broadstairs, Ramsgate, Margate,
Oh, yes.
Canterbury.
Yes.
All along there, especially when I was at uni, because they were easy places for me to get to.
Right. All right. So you built up knowledge about the industry, but also gained experience performing at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. They're such fun little places, like, nice little cosy songwriter nights to
Yes.
play.
All right. Yes. Now, in terms of playing in London, are there any venues that you would particularly like to play at in the future?
Oh,
Perhaps the Roundhouse, just down the road from here.
yeah, that would definitely be on the list. I would say the Borderline. I played that recently though, but that was on my list of venues
Yes.
to play at, as
Oh, right.
was the 100 Club.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Yes. Well, that's
Put
a
me on
few.
the spot now.
That's a few good ones that you mentioned there. So, yes, that's great. Now, in terms of further singles, do you have any other singles coming out anytime soon?
Yeah, we'll be releasing a single called Emergency Alarms.
Yes.
That'll be released over the next couple of months, I believe.
All right.
So a little summer single for everyone.
Yes. Sounds good. Yes. Okay, now in terms of your musical style, would you describe yourself as a singer-songwriter, or?
Yeah, I think I would. It's so hard for me to like kind of define where I sit, because I kind of just write what I want to write.
Right, yes.
So it can sort of go for a little bit pop, a little bit folky.
Okay, yes.
It can go kind of, it swings around depending on how I'm feeling.
Right, yes.
But yeah, I guess singer-songwriter in the broadest sense.
Yes, with a few different styles.
Yeah.
Mixed in, yes. Well, in terms of styles then, who would you say your main influences are?
I would say people like George Ezra.
Yes.
That sort of style.
Okay, yes.
You know, I've been listening to a lot of First Aid Kit at the moment.
Right.
Really into them. The harmonies are beautiful.
Right.
And yeah, a few people like that.
Yes. Yeah. So you're quite into sort of vocal harmonies and things?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So speaking of vocal harmonies and things, are you quite keen to work in the studio as well as perform live?
Oh, yeah. See, I've been asked before, like, do you like performing live or working in studios? And to be honest, it's really split down the middle for me.
Oh, right.
So I love,
equally.
I love creating the songs and recording them and watching them grow into this brand new product.
Yes.
But I also love going out on stage and being like, look what I did, look what I did.
Yes.
So
yes. Well, no, that's good. I mean, I know not everybody enjoys both. Some people don't like the studio, but I think it's good to like both parts of the process. Yes. Right, that's great. Okay. Now the name Frankie. I'm trying to think of any other Frankies, but I can think of a Frankie from the Saturdays.
Yep, there is one in that.
Yes.
Yeah. I used to love the Saturdays when I was younger.
Ah, right.
I really did.
Yes.
Always jealous of the fact that she was called Frankie, because I was like, well, I'm the only Frankie that I know.
Ah, right, okay.
How dare you take my name?
Yes. Is it the same spelling? I think it might be.
Yeah, same spelling.
Oh, right, okay. Yes. Well, maybe you can... actually, I'm not sure if they're together as a band, but maybe you can do a gig with some of the girls from the band, because I think some of them may be solo artists now.
Yeah, I think is it Una?
Yes.
She's doing a lot of country work at the moment, isn't she?
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, well, if she's looking to work with a different Frankie, then...
Yeah. It could be a little niche for her. She only works with Frankies.
That's it. Right, and it is Saturday today as well. So.
It is, yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's great. Well, thanks very much, Frankie, for speaking to us today on Camden Town Radio.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure to be here.
You're welcome. It's been great to have you on the show, and we'll remind the audience of your next gig coming up on the 3rd of July at the 100 Club.
Yep, tickets are on sale now, so definitely be there. It'll be a night to remember.
That's great. Well, wish you the best of luck with that gig and also with future recordings.
Thank you so much.
And before you go, Frankie, we'd just like to do a feature on the show at this stage called Favourite 10. Are you okay to continue with that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
I'm
right.
a bit nervous.
Right, it's just... Okay, you ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready for this.
Okay, here we go. All right, favourite book?
14 Our Stars.
Okay, favourite film?
I don't know.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Favourite type of weather?
Oh, sunny.
Okay. Favourite place to go on holiday?
Florida.
Okay. Come back to favourite book?
Was it favourite film or book?
Oh yes, I think you're right. Film. Come back to favourite film.
Gone Girl.
All right, great. Favourite TV programme?
Friends.
Favourite type of fruit?
Fruit.
Yes.
Strawberries.
Okay. Favourite terrain, countryside or town?
Countryside.
Okay. Favourite type of tree?
Oak.
Okay. Water or land?
Land.
Okay. And starter or dessert?
Oh, God. I can't choose.
You can have both?
Yeah, both.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Frankie. You managed to select your favourite 10 in less than 1 minute.
Thank you. Keep rocking.
Keep talking, and I keep listening, and every bone in my body knows you got me. How do you do what you do to me? You got me. Hook, line, and sinker. Think we're on to winning now. On to winning now. Hook, line, and sinker. Think we're on to winning now. On to winning now. Now